Ohio Gonzalez. I am bricked up. I am more than 3 shots of Jack in, and thusly breaking my promise to myself that I would never stream 3 shots of Jack or more in. Already. What a fitting way to be playing Disco Elysium. Just wanted to hurry up and play this game live at least once. Alright, well, I prefer to create my own. Wow, okay, jeez. I mean, how did it read my fucking mind like that, honestly? Okay. So I can actually... I don't wanna be this shitty at everything else, but okay, I said I'd be the title of the stream is ShiverMaxxing, so let's fucking do it. Oh man, I'm going to fuck this up, Royal. This is... Well, anyway. Okay. The beauty of this is that now... I mean, never mind. I'll explain later, because later I'll get a coat very early on. That'll jack it up to 8. Which means, if I understand correctly, the hardest skill check in this game is a 12 on a 2-sided dice. So I literally would end up needing a 4 on a 2-sided dice, 2d6. I would literally have to roll a 3 or lower to fuck up the hardest check in the game for this particular skill. Is this particular skill that useful? Well, that's another question. The beauty of it is that in the process, I'm a fucking beefcake. I can't feel pain. I can physically make the world do what I want. I can enjoy drugs more. Yes, this is a thing in this game. And, I get to hear this psycho a lot more. Downside is all of this shit, and all of this shit that'll actually help me solve the case, suffers. A lot. Here we go. And yes, I poured myself another shot of Jack. Here we go.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never, ever.
I usually would do this. I'm going to save that for my more serious playthrough.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful, a ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing.
You know, having played a bit of this game before, it really does... I like to think that no matter how long-suffering his ex-wife was, he would have fallen off the edge soon after, but heck, maybe focusing on the ex-wife and blaming her on the bender and the steady decline that he was already on for years just helps him deal with his own ego. So yeah, let's obsess over the X something.
Ex-love.
Not really.
Ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyssopelagic zone.
The what? Okay, hold on a sec. I have several questions. Alright. I want to know. First off, what's the limbic system again? I should know this, being a psych major and all. But that's just us psych majors for you. Limbic system. Let's see here. Oh, summarizer. Alright, we'll just go with the Wikipedia. That's 3 encyclopedia anyone can edit. The limbic system, also known as the paleomammalian cortex, is a set of brain structures located on both sides of the thalamus, immediately beneath the medial temporal lobe of the cerebellum. Temporal lobe? 4 major lobes of the cerebellum. Located beneath the lateral fissure on both. That tells me nothing. Okay, yeah, I can't make heads or tails. Its various components support a variety of function, including emotion, behavior, long-term memory, and olfaction. That's smelling. The limbic system is involved in lower order emotional processing of input from sensory systems and consists of the amygdala. We all remember that from fucking Firefly. Mammillary bodies. Mammillary bodies are a pair of small round bodies located in the undersurface of the brain. As part of diencephalon, form part of the limbic system. They are located at the ends of the interior arches of the fornix. They consist of 2 groups of nuclei. The medial eye. This is central gray and dorsal ventral nuclei of Gudin. This process information is often relayed to a collection of structures from the telencephalon, diencephalon. Alright. Structures interacting. Right. Basically, the limbic system stands between presumably the forebrain, what humans like to think makes them human and separate from other animals, and the ancient reptilian brain. I think we're just going to go with that for now. Now, abyssopelagic zone. Should I really bother Googling that right now? Okay, that's kind of fucked up. I like how both of these options are bad. Or bad is a very loaded word, but seriously, no, I want to get off now. I like pain and burning light and wanting things from people who don't want to give them to me. Given that I'm playing a fucking asshole, probably an asshole of a beefcake that thankfully didn't level too much into authority or things would escalate very quickly. See, I remember playing Planescape, Torment, Tides of Numenera, and they had a similar start like this, and it was very easy to literally get a game over very early, just depending on the choices here. So, like, and hell, I wouldn't be surprised if one of the lessons of this game, or themes of this game, is attitude matters. Yeah.
Do you really?
Well. Well, Chip ISO doesn't like to take things from people. Want things from people who don't want to give them to you. Can't believe that we're already fucking bumbling around the course of love here. I hate to say it, but I damn near learned more about his fucking personal life in the first couple choices of this game than all of my last playthrough. Alright, well, let's see what this does.
Alright, nothing down to fuck all, borough.
Look, there's I'm tired of being this type of animal, and who gives a shit?
Not you. Your days of giving a shit and being that type of animal are over.
Oh, don't stop. Keep singing. Sing me the song of death. Wait, no, I need to belittle myself instead.
Do you really?
I do. Let me off.
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much on yourself, got a bit carried away, did we, Chef?
Fear and apprehension. You should ask what's out there first.
I like you, Inland Empire. I really do.
Yes, your one disco mother. There's this giant ball there. And evil apes. And the evil apes are juking it out on the ball. You're one of them. It's basically all just evil apes juking it out on a giant ball. You can't even make out it's a ball when you're joking it out. It's that large. Infinitesimally small.
Now we're talking.
Vying for resources is just a stupid expression you picked up somewhere. The part of the presentation you want to take home with you is this. You have to beat the other evil apes in the face, or you lose.
Given my attributes, yeah, this works.
Somewhere in the sore, bloated man meat around you. A sensation.
Hold on a sec, I just need to check something. Yeah, I didn't fuck up that much. Good. Hold on. Now I'm paranoid about something else. Just a second. Tedium. As always, a chip ISO staple. Alright.
Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
I'll go with this. Mother help me, there's a head attached to my neck and I'm in it. Implying with with fucking stats like this I have a fucking neck and not just some turbo bloop. Wait. You know, the old fucking stereotype that once you reach a certain amount of muscle you don't got a fucking neck. I'm getting there.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
See, I keep telling myself I've been here, but I've never been this blackout drunk. And the fun fact, I was just putting my fucking glass to my mouth as I was saying this, and there's more than apple juice in here. Given how violent I'm assuming this playthrough is going to be, I'll go with this one.
A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
Really like the limbic system of voice acting. Like, the rest of it is in no way bad. It's just, this really just stands us out. Something about the texture on that back just tells me I have not. Words. Got my fucking graphics all set up to the right. Cranked up enough. Alright, well. Yeah, fun fact. Magnum ammunition, it was actually named after the, larger bottles of, larger bottles of alcohol. So back in the day, or just bottles, also bottles of water, I think. Because back in the day, they had shorter bottles that I don't know the name of, and then they had bigger bottles called Magnum. Very classy. Interesting. What an asshole. Rolling empty.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants. It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
Yeah, you don't want... Putting on pants into a you know, like, okay. This is just... Tell me you've had these Saturdays, too, where you've been in bed, it's fucking cold or something, and then you finally put your clothes on and you literally feel like fucking that that StarCraft 2 trailer, where you literally just put on pants and a t-shirt and you suddenly feel like the rest of the world is gonna have a much more gay old time hurting you now. At least with the frost damage. And by that, sorry, that's a cringe-ass way of saying shit gets cold sometime and you don't want to get out of bed until like fucking 3 p.m. Huh. Okay, cool.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off.
What an asshole.
Hot water sprays from the base and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor. Really, all recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of world-ending proportions. With all the synapses you've extinguished, it's a miracle you can even think this sentence. You've interrupted a true act of self-annulment here.
Interesting. Okay, So I guess the difficulty class does go above 12. Challenging doesn't sound like be-all, end-all checks. Huh.
As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
Look, I don't think this is a good idea. But if you're watching this, I kind of want to reward you for wasting your time on me. And do it so you know better than to. But something tells me, I get a very distinct sense that doing this means you do not get the good ending. Period. All your social checks are fucked from here on. So I'll just fucking maybe...
Yeah, there is definitely something wrong with it.
I kind of like the cavalier attitude.
Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin.
Okay, fun fact, I think it's alcohol actually wears down the capillaries in your body, especially in your face. So over time, one of the ways you can tell somebody's been a long time alcoholic is with that swollen red nose. I can't remember the exact biology of it, but yeah, no, that red swollen nose is often sort of like Santa Claus, only fucking ugly and ghetto as fuck. Is a sign of alcoholism taking its toll. So, how's my nose?
It's not. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. It doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you.
See, there you go. I don't know about tongues, though.
It's not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between your fingers.
In frustration.
Behold.
I knew better than to pull this shit.
You have no idea who this thing is, do you?
Yeah, you know what? I honestly do think that, sorry, what's his name? Mr. Dubois. Harrier Dubois? Sorry for the spoilers. The character in this game you're playing as really did want to be some kind of superstar, or somebody people looked up to. So he became a police officer, a detective, was good at it, but hated the drudgery of the job. Really wanted to do a lot more with disco. But also, I don't know, he probably did have some kind of sense of duty. It's hard for me to really put into words. I've got a bunch of crack theories from not having fully played this game. But anyway, my point is, he never stopped wanting to be a celebrity. Which is why he made a lot of the choices he did. And also, he's probably got a quite inflated opinion of himself.
It appears you're also dead. There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why? Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself.
Fuck you.
You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off.
Sometimes I regret not smiling more.
What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
I think all of these are true. Yeah. No. I'm not gonna ham this one up more. This is all... You know, yeah, this one.
Please promise yourself you are not going to try it on any of the ladies, whatever happens. That's right. Not even yourself. Go ahead, try something. It's not an order.
What? Come on, man. Look at this shit. I'm going for it.
It's too late. Like an image on film. The expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it.
It's amazing that he's smiling through all this. Huh. I was sure I'd tank some hits to Volition, but okay. Oh, look. Where is it? There it is. A real statement to wear. Suggestion, unsavory odor. It is really hard to find a good shirt in this game that isn't fucked up or, you know, covered in BO. This white satin shirt used to be fancy. It used to really catch the light. Now it smells like someone took a piss in the armpits. Okay. No, come on. Wear it, you fucker. No. Sorry, I hit escape there. Enter. There we go. Here we go. Sorry, I've been I've been putting this one off. Disco ass blazer. Oh, +1. Oh, I thought it was... Oh, that's another one later. Looks like someone skinned this blazer off some long extinct disco animal. It has enigmatic white rectangle. It has an enigmatic white rectangle on the back and the right sleeve. Beauty.
This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades. The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now. A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain. It's just a little hangover-induced photosensitivity. Don't overreact. Little black spots dance on your retinas. It's almost pleasurable.
Fuck yeah. Okay, alright, hang on a sec. I'm gonna... Sorry to be gamey, but I know something about this. See these pants? -1 savoir-faire, tight around the thighs. +1 electrochemistry, tight around the crotch. These golden brown trousers are flare cut. Normal bell-bottom trousers would be boot cut, but these are far from normal. They are someone's piss-soaked, cum-stains party pants. I'll just stash these for a moment. Who the fuck lets their pants become cum-stained and then wears them around? This guy, apparently.
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades.
I love that necktie. And you will too.
You swoop
Fuck
down
yeah.
and twist the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade.
Yeah. Alright. I was worried about that one, honestly.
What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie, with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose.
Alright. My consultant. Let me make sure this thing's working. The necktie is adorned with a garish pattern. It's disturbingly vivid. Somehow you feel as if it would be wrong to ever take it off. It is your friend now. You will betray it if you change it for some boring scarf. Oh fuck, I just took it off. Ah, schmart. Here we go. +1 Inland Empire. Vivid imagination. That's why I like it. Oh, no. Okay, good. Hopefully I forgot about the whole taking it off part. Even for a fucking femtosecond. Again, with the low fucking attributes, I'm worried about this.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
Oh, good.
The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside. A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent. More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact.
I really want to, at some point. Visual calculus is just so cool. This is just so cool, even though its context is just pathetic.
It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist. Like the green shoe that's on the hat rack in the corner, which, coincidentally, is missing its friend. Congratulations, you smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you can still find the other on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room. A cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
Yeah, you know what? Jack Daniels and the smell of it is a pretty good way to play this game, honestly. This green crocodile leather shoe has a high heel and chrome embellishments. It fits your left foot perfectly. Now all that remains is to find the other shoe. How do I get out? I did this before.
The window stands broken in its frame. The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn buildings.
Sorry, I skipped over that. Not something I intend to do often. I'll get it eventually. There it is. Whoa, 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 whoa.
There they both are. Two identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet. Good, they're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
I like how I just threw a fucking shoe through glass, picked it up, despite it having come into contact with broken glass, and just shoved it on my feet. Yeah. No. No thank you. But, yeah. This isn't me criticizing the game. I wouldn't put that past this. Yeah. I wouldn't put it past the character in this game. I'm just saying. So, like, he's clearly on a fucking... He currently has a penchant for self-destruction. Green snakeskin shoes. They may have lost some of their luster over the years, but these green crocodile leather shoes fit you perfectly. Awesome watchtower heels. Heels ridiculously high. Suggestion: charm men and women. Play the puppet master. Yeah, I ain't charming anybody.
Hello, officer.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
No. Because you're a police officer, sir. I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well-rehearsed lies all this time. You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
Fuck you.
Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
No, I think I'm good with that.
Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
Oof.
Could it be because of the drinking?
No, I'd rather not.
Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Goodbye.
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it. Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Jeroma? You feel like a smoker, especially when you look at that juicy, succulent, seductive cigarette stub, still smoldering deliciously.
I like how... But she's broken at the filter. I can't smoke that. Yeah, he's a smoker.
How very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet, an entire pack. Strike that. A carton. Make sure they're all healthy and able-bodied. Then smoke them all.
Sounds like something out of a cartoon. While I'm picturing them all in my mouth at once. Sounds very unhealthy. See, I'm not on the route to self-destruction that the character in this game is. I like how the more you buff up your physique in this game, you also buff up the... well, this. Fuck I do.
Good. Thinking about yummy cigarettes in your mouth is the next best thing. Make sure you think about juicy sticks of tobacco all the time, though. It doesn't count if it's not all the time.
That's kind of phallic.
And when you're done thinking about them, graduate to getting them. Plus, smoking them gives massive bonuses.
Interesting. Should I?
The door is closed. The door is closed. There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on, somewhere inside. A tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you.
I remember that song. Or that tune from Sounds of Loving. Future Sounds of London. Yes, everyone in the world is indeed doing something without me. I gotta go off and do my own thing.
The door is closed.
Sorry, I can't bring myself to bother. What's the word? There he is. Fucking Kim Kitsuragi. Interesting. I'll make a note of that. Love that. That mic looks weird.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul. Of course, at this point, precise measurements of your soul can only be performed from the outside. It needs to be heard through a PA system by other people. Whether they like it or not.
Oh.
Ram it up their ears, says your adrenaline gland. Violently express yourself.
Oh, hi, Half-Light.
Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought. See if it works. You have not yet stumbled on the right lamentation. but it's out there. It'll come to you. You will wreak havoc with it. Don't worry. Serves them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic song. Who's laughing now? No one. You have to find something tragic to sing first, though.
Something tells me I'm gonna botch this, even if I... Again. Mustats. Need to find a sufficiently tragic tape, then play it on a boombox to memorize the lyrics, then ask the cafeteria manager to perform, preferably in the evening. More people at the bar then. Alright. Summer door closed for the winter. Weird. Monday. That's a water cooler? Looks very small. Whoa, yeah. Soft purr of an electric juicer comes from the kitchen. Someone is working. The sword bolted in the kitchen. Reserved for personnel until 1300. Assigned room mess hall reserved for union members. Doors open 1600. This royal pinball machine is unplugged.
Hello, sweetie.
Lena, the cryptozoologist's wife.
You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
I shouldn't.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting.
Sure. Sorry, I can only stand to be so much of a fucking asshole in a game.
Hello. I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name.
Let's go for it.
Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
Alright, let's try to be the stoic motherfucker.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here? Then we should ask him for a rundown of the area. Get me up to speed. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
Oh boy, I'm gonna be an idiot, playing the idiot here.
At the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not an inter-district practice. Right. And the interviews?
He taps his foot, more out of habit than impatience. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay. We'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree? So, the body is still in the tree.
Oh boy.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
What a shame. Get to it now. Rip that body down from the tree.
After it's been up in a tree for that long, any kind of ripping is inadvisable.
Okay, as always, fake it till you make it.
After you, officer.
Something tells me he feels like he's been faking it for an awful long time.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
Yeah, sure.
You mean you don't have a badge? Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I advise you to try to locate it as quickly as possible, but getting the body down should still take precedence.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Is it just me, or is that the first time I've heard from the tutorial agent? Alright. Cafeteria manager in the world of rags might know something about the murder that happened in the yard. Ask him about it. Inspect the body hanging. Sorry. Inspect the body hanging. Yeah. Inspect the body hanging from the backyard of the Whirling in Rags. This is a preliminary inspection. You just need to suppress the urge to throw up and approach it. Report your badge missing. You need to report your missing badge to the 41st Precinct as soon as possible. The lieutenant said that you can use the radio in his motor car to call your station.
A man in his late 20s with a thin, unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
Well, it's golden orange like a forest fire, but smells like liquor.
Are you kidding me?
No, man. Help me out. What is golden orange and smells like liquor?
It's you. It's obviously you. You smell like liquor. And you're orange.
See? Everyone agrees it's your color scheme. We're on the right track with this name thing.
Those eyes look tortured.
Is this what you get when you call the police now? We've been waiting for a week here.
Sir, I understand your concern, but we are here to do a job. And for us to do it, I need you to stay calm.
Yes, of course.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene, but it also took you a while to call us. It was you who placed the call, correct?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Man.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinaise? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
Wow, very put upon.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective. I have everything. You?
Yes, yes. He means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would?
That's just fucking hilarious.
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job. What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
Suddenly you tense up. Blood is being pushed to your muscles. You should hound him on this. Hound him hard. The prey drive says.
Alright, fuck it. Don't do this.
No, I didn't. I didn't. I don't appreciate this. What is this? Do I have to answer him? Is this mandatory?
The lieutenant stands motionless, his expression unreadable.
What are you, an idiot? I told you I haven't killed anyone.
Have you killed someone else then? Really reaching here.
He ignores you.
God. I really wouldn't want to be the other people living in this. Sorry, what was it? Martinaise, I think it was. When this detective guy, sorry, Harry Dubois shows up on scene. Just what the actual fuck?
More. Press on. Push through.
Fuck you, man.
That's enough.
That's a real pity. She went away because none of your business.
Jesus.
Extra fine.
Having played a bit of this before. Yeah. That hits differently.
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager. I have 3 cafeterias I manage. 3. Get over it.
I'm afraid to ask, but here we go.
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there. That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then, to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
I love this.
Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
He pronounces the R with a mock aristocratic accent.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
Wow, you're a genius. Yes, that's right, money. You owe this establishment 130 real. What are you, a philosopher? Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room or 8 bottles of potent blend and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really. Are you serious? From your work? I don't know. You can take bribes, I guess. I'm sorry. I don't think cops can take bribes.
Some do take recompense, but only to survive.
Shit.
For survival, to pay me. Unless you want to become a hobo. Do you want to become a hobo? There's nowhere else to stay in Martinaise, and it's a cold spring outside. Money doesn't make you happy, but it lets you be unhappy for a while longer.
Shit.
If you run out of money, you die. It's like that for all of us. Me too. That's why I need you to pay me. I'm not an asshole. Yes, it is. No, you see, that's 40 cents. Cents are a form of currency 100 times smaller than the real. I'm not even going to take this. Come back when you have 130 real.
Shit.
Yes. It is.
Shit.
He demonstratively suppresses a world-weary sigh.
I'm afraid to ask.
Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work. So don't try to tell me you didn't. That will be 40 real in damages. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals 130 real. And yes, real is still money. I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then...
Officer, maybe you are better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away.
I'll see what I can do. Yeah. You know what? I'm interested.
You mean somewhere else to run up a huge debt? I don't think so. The union squeezed most places out of business to fund the strike. You're better off home.
Yeah, boy.
Officer, you really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car. Call them, ask for assistance. We have to get this investigation started now.
Okay.
Good luck.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it. But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
Interesting. I remember Encyclopedia not actively avoiding anything about my personal life before.
In time or space? That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money. You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
Let's rewind. Let's trace your drunken steps back home. Jump across the raised channel bridge south, west of here. Fall over. Get up. Get off the asphalt in 20 minutes. Shuffle your feet through courtyards, scaring little children. Go under the great raised motor tract, the 881, until you reach Le Domaine Eminent in North Jamrock. The streets are frozen this time of year, caked with ice. Walk down Main to Perdition. There's a side alley there and your footprints in the mud. Interesting. Sorry, I should probably be reading off things my character says. Kind of committed to the whole not. Heap of snow melts in this wheelbarrow. The street sign reads, "Fuck the police." Pigs go home. The street's name is illegible.
The RCM in Martinaise. What can I help you with? We don't see a lot of police around here, that's all. Of course. What can I help you with? Of course. Where to? Oh, that's right there, in the yard.
She's relieved someone has come for it, finally.
What do you mean? Yes, sir. District of Martinaise. This intersection is called Roundabout North.
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
Oh man, I don't want to let him down too much.
There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements. Not a lot, really. The harbor gates, some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics. A fleet store, too. Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken, I think. Some kind of accident, probably.
Oh boy.
Just coast. There's a little fishing village there, and a fish market. But that got closed down ages ago.
Rows of stalls under a broad roof, where silvery fish were heaped on newspapers. Water everywhere, pouring from the heavens in the shadow of the old church.
I don't know. The abandoned kind? It used to gather every spring, but there's nothing to do there now. Just drug addicts.
Shit.
It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinaise Inlet. There are some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach. No problem. Excuse me? Oh, well, I didn't write it there. I'm just sitting here. I don't know anything about that either. As I said, I didn't write it.
Pig is a widely used term for members of the police. It's not loving.
Huh.
No need to worry. We are not saying you did.
Okay. Well, I didn't.
I feel like... How to put this? I feel like Kim, and regardless of your playthrough, your own character knows full well that they're kind of at the mercy of this whole place, and that they have to pick their battles very, very carefully. And you're better off making a friend of people here than, well, throwing your weight around.
Me? I am just a gardener. I am working. I have a greenhouse in the yard there. I've been trying to get some work done. Well, as you already know, there's a corpse there, hanging from a tree. It smells pretty bad, so I have to take breaks.
Don't worry, miss. We are here to clean it up. You can get to work soon.
Thank you. My head is about to explode from all the salts I've had to inhale. Of course. I won't hold you back.
Oh, shoot, I didn't get the gloves from her this time.
Hello again, officer.
I'm not sure if I'm ready. I know I'm not ready. I'm ashamed to say it's been about an hour and a half now, or was it just an hour? Honestly, yeah. I'm still just priming the pump right now. Huh. I don't remember there being bottles in there before. Someone reported the hanging into the RCM. Maybe if you find out who it was, it may shed new light on the events. You have an idea where to start, but the caller could have been anyone. Call Sylvie using Kim's shortwave to ask whether she made the call. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna call it for tonight. But yeah. Thanks for watching, if you're seeing this. I'm gonna leave it here, but have a good night.